Hello, this is the video for Cancer Moon. So Cancer is a water sign and it's also a cardinal sign, and it's ruled by the moon. So it's in what's called dignity. So it's in it's in rulership. So it's generally a good position for the moon to be in. So about the Cancer Moon, they are very nurturing people, the proverbial mother, but also, fathers with Cancer Moons are very protective, especially of their daughters, but very protective and very caring, and they'll put a lot of energy into making their lives centered around the home and the home life. That's going to be very important. So decorating the home, making the home feel warm and a comfortable place to retreat away from the world. It's really important to them to have that sense of a sanctuary where they can retreat into to feel safe, comforted and nurtured. It's important for a Cancer Moon to feel understood, and they can sometimes come across as being a little bit absorbed in their own issues or in their own emotions, but my feeling with that is that it's because so much is going on the emotional level with them. They're processing things on a deeper level a lot. So it's a water sign, so the water signs are more emotional, instinctive. So also, if a Cancerian moon person has been hurt, they will retreat into their shell like a little crab. Well, it's the sign of the crab, and it's true, they do retreat into themselves and they go into a place within themselves where they feel safe, and a place where they can process what's happened and kind of lick their wounds in a way. In relationships, they are very protective of their partners. They're very loyal and sympathetic. They have the ability to sympathise with other people, friends as well as partners and family members. So they don't really like superficiality or token comments or token gestures. They prefer sincerity and people connecting with them on a real level. And back to what I was saying, with relationships, they love romance. So for Cancer Moon, it's all about romance, and the more romantic the better. Even over the top romance. Some other moon signs would probably cringe at that sort of thing, but say an Aquarius moon would definitely not like that sort of over the top display of gushing sort of romance. But a Cancer moon would absolutely love that and just soak it all in and enjoy it. They like, candles, the atmosphere, romantic, getaway or romantic dinner, just one-on-one. Just all the romantic sort of paraphernalia, totally into it, the Cancer Moons. Let me see what else I've got written down in my notes. Okay, so that's right, they're also very intuitive, and they have very strong gut instinct, but they're also very practical. So the opposite, or the shadow side, is the Capricorn energy. So they like to make informed decisions if they're making changes in their lives. They want to make the right decision, and so they might even sort of say to their partner or someone close to them, do you think I'm doing the right thing, and just feel their way around it. And in the end, they will go with what feels right on a gut level. And another key thing with Cancer Moons is they have an amazing memory. They remember everything about childhood, about every single detail that they possibly can recall. They might mention something about, if you have a sibling with a Cancer Moon, they might say, I remember when, Mum did this, or, so-and-so did that at home and it was really funny. And they'll recount every detail, and you'll be like, oh, I didn't remember that. Wow, gosh, it would be really impressive how much they can actually remember. So in a way, when it comes to relationships, if they've been slighted, they're going to remember that as well. So that they can sort of hold a grudge. That's sort of, a bit of a problem area for them, but they'll want to somehow to get that out of the system. They might even sometimes feel they need to bring it up again to that person, like bring up the past and say, look, remember when you did this, serves you right type thing, you know. Could be a little bit, no, I don't want to say vengeful, might be a bit harsh, but maybe in its worst expression, but a little bit like that. You know, it's like the crab, it has its pinching claws, it might want to pinch back, you know, just to feel like it's evened up the score. They don't like others to see their vulnerability. So again, you know, I'm thinking of the Cancerian hard shell. It's like they have that need to protect themselves and not be hurt. So they don't like others to see that vulnerability that is at the center of themselves. They're very soft-hearted, and so that they're always protecting that. And that's something that, you know, if you're an acquaintance of a Cancerian moon, you probably won't see that really vulnerable side to them because they generally don't like to show it. They can also sidestep things. So again, just like the crab, they walk sideways, don't they? So the Cancerian moons, if something's really confronting or really challenging, they're not going to face it head on and go, right, let's deal with this and let's just nut it out and just see what we can do. They're not going to do that. They're not going to be comfortable with it. They're going to sidestep, they're going to edge their way around it, and then maybe eventually, you know, down the track they might have to confront it, but it's not their forte really being confrontational in that way. They prefer to sort of recede back into themselves. If there's an argument going on that's not to do with them, they're definitely not going to intervene. They just want to be on the sidelines and just be protected. I guess that there's a fear issue that they have in that aspect where they don't want to get hurt again. So yeah. But on the positive side, I don't want to focus on the negative because it's a really good moon placement. They are very nurturing, very caring, very sweet, very understanding. So if you have a boss with a Cancer moon and you need to take a sick day because you know you need to go look after something to do with the family, they're going to be totally understanding about that. They'll probably respect you for that because they have the same type of values. Family comes first for them, their partners, their children, the clan. It's all about the clan, and even friends are seen to them, like long-term friends, people that they really trust, are seen as extensions of their family. So I think that those are the main points that I had about the Cancer moon. They can be a bit moody as well, so and sometimes the nostalgia that they feel about the past is so strong that they sometimes compare the past to the present or the past to the future, and it's all interrelated for them. So they're not just focused on the future or the now, they're really reflecting on the past and bringing that into the present and the future. So you know, the past is very important to them as well, and their memories are really important to them. Alright, well, if you are a Cancer moon and have anything to share, or if you want to leave a comment, feel free to do so, and thanks for watching.